Do you remember Alpha Beta? Alpha Beta was a chain of grocery stores found primarily in California that operated from 1917 to 1995. Welcome to Eric C. Productions. If this is your first time watching my channel, please hit the subscribe button and hit that notification bell so that you can get the latest updates on my newest video that are posted daily. Please leave a suggestion or a comment on a future video, and maybe I might just post that video in the future. Thank you for watching, and now back to the program.
Californians are saddling up by the thousands. Whatever the obstacles, they're racing to Alpha Beta for hundreds of reduced prices. There's truckloads of savings, especially savings for salad lovers. 7 C's salad dressing just 69 cents. For buttermilk, Italian, or red wine and vinegar. There's savings for dog lovers, too. Cycle Dry dog food is just $3.99 for 10 pounds of Cycle 1, 2, or 4. So pile the savings high, because there's hundreds of reduced prices every week at Alpha Beta. Tell a friend.
Alpha Beta began as a merchandising concept rather than as a store name. Albert and Hugh Gerard had been operating food stores in Southern California since 1900 and had been early adopters of a self-service system in 1914. Their Triangle Groceteria at 329 West 2nd Street in Pasadena began arranging groceries alphabetically in 1915, the beginning of the Alpha Beta system. Contrary to popular lore, Alpha Beta wasn't founded by Mormons. In fact, in the beginning, it wasn't even called Alpha Beta. In the fall of 1900, Albert and Hugh Gerard used their entire $300 savings to bankroll the first Gerard's Market in Pomona. They were later joined by a third brother, Will. The fledgling butcher shop did very well, and the Gerards later moved into Orange County, where they opened up 4 meat markets in the Santa Ana, Tustin, and Orange area. According to the Alpha Beta story, a privately published book, the Orange County stores were christened Triangle Cash Markets, a reference to the Holy Trinity. The Gerard's Groceterias offered something new. While competitors like Piggly Wiggly and Morrison's were using clerks to fill orders, the Gerards introduced self-service in their stores. Groceries were stacked in alphabetical order, and shoppers were encouraged to find their own merchandise without bothering the clerks. The concept proved so popular that in 1919, the chain renamed Alpha Beta, a reference to the alphabetical stocking system. Within a decade, the Gerard brothers were overseeing a business that generated sales of $3 million a year. The 25 stores were operated by other individuals or partnerships, with Gerard family members owning a majority interest in each. As the business became more complex, the owners decided in 1929 to incorporate, in part to take advantage of federal tax laws providing benefits for corporations. The chain grew rapidly, opening its first 2 supermarkets in 1932 as part of an experiment. The stores, one in Santa Ana and the other in Pomona, featured huge open cases of merchandise, the sort of no-frills display used in today's big warehouse markets like Sam's Club and Costco. A Huntington Beach meat packing plant was added in 1935. By 1937, the company bought cattle feeding ranches, one in Santa Ana Canyon and the other near Mission Viejo. The first warehouse was built in La Habra. Soon after, the chain moved its headquarters there in 1952. Eventually, the company opened a creamery, a bakery, Alfie's coffee shop, and even an Alpha Beta travel service. Alcohol wasn't sold in Alpha Beta stores until 1975, reflecting the attitude of the Gerard brothers, who were dead against it, recalled Claude Edwards, whose 51 years with the chain, 25 of them as president or chairman, earned him the title of Mr. Alpha Beta. The acquisitions included Alpha Beta's purchase of 13 raisin markets in 1959, bringing the chain up to 49 stores. Ironically, Alpha Beta passed up a chance to buy Lucky in 1950. By 1961, the company had 100 stores. Edwards decided to increase the firm's financial resources by merging with American Stores, a publicly held company with 810 supermarkets. That Cracker Barrel atmosphere changed soon after American Stores, in turn, was acquired by L.S. Skaggs in a March 1979 leveraged buyout. The debt finance transaction left little money for expansion and prompted the sale of some of the operations. To Edwards, the best days of Alpha Beta had already ended. Were he to do it over again, he said recently, he wouldn't have transformed Alpha Beta into a publicly owned company by merging with American Stores. Combined food and drug stores in Alpha Beta territory were rebranded as Skaggs Alpha Beta. In 1984, all 34 Alpha Beta stores in Arizona were sold to Abco Foods, and the stores continued operating under the Alpha Beta name. In Tucson, Alpha Beta branded stores changed to Abco branded stores around 1989. Some Alpha Beta stores carried more than the customary supermarket merchandise. For example, in 1980, a Cupertino, California Alpha Beta sold Bosai color TVs for under $200, Atari 400 and 800 computers, and other goods. In September of 1991, Skaggs Alpha Beta rebranded its 76 stores in Texas, Oklahoma, New Mexico, and Arkansas as Jewel Osco in an attempt to unify some of its subsidiaries under one nationally recognized name. Months later, Albertsons bought some of the Texas, Oklahoma, and Arkansas stores. Also in 1991, Yucaipa Companies purchased Alpha Beta California supermarket chain for $271 million. In 1994, the Yucaipa Companies purchased Ralph's Grocery Company's Southern California supermarket chain for $1.5 billion. Alpha Beta and Boys Outlet subsequently rebranded as Ralph's. All existing Alpha Beta stores in Southern California were rebranded as Ralph's or Food for Less, and the Alpha Beta name ceased to be used by September of 1995. Most remaining Alpha Beta stores in Northern California and the rest of the United States were taken over and rebranded by Lucky Stores, which in turn was acquired by Albertsons, triggering another rebranding to Albertsons. Hey, if you just watched my video, thanks for watching. Hit that like button and please subscribe to Eric C. Productions.